Today, Rinpoche continued his explanation of the 6th chapter of Chandrakirti's entrance to the Middle Way, explaining that the conventional truth can also be called concealing truth, because it actually conceals the true identity of the object one is apprehending. The true identity of the object is its lack of intrinsic existence, and that is its ultimate truth. Does anyone have a pen by chance? Thank you. Perfect. 네.
다음만 줘 봐. 네 상진의 통화제 상진 상주선 발레도 인주선은 인주말로 상주선 제세나 제조스.
Last.
다 오만은 줘 봐시고 오만도 자와시로제 줘봐서나 오만 줘봐도 자와시로를 줘 봐레스. 가르치는 줘 봐서나 서버다 자체와 니지고는 줘 봐야지.
Rinpoche, the Gongyo Rinpoche, the Jupa, the Goche, then Kambala Drona, the Jupa.
Juba.
Okay, then the Data Injike Lago. Okay, then
Omala Jubas.
Lesser.
Oman Juba, Sawa Shirala Jubares.
Lesser.
You think Garasana, Saba the Jachawa Niji Jubes. Saba the Jachawa Niji to another. Oma Jube Mandreba Izan, Omala Jubas.
Sapa, the Anjasuranam.
Saba za Tony Jeruda, Saba Tony, Jachua Kundubichu, Dembani, Geshe Jibukune, Demba Izan, Omala Jubas.
Jesu, the Shanchu Samba.
Jachua. Jachua Kundu Demba, Saba Tono Demba.
Okay, great. Okay, the Noni Dupi Shera Dan Demba Ni. The Jupa. Sawa Shera. Sawa Shera.
Sawa Shera, Dona Jacho Saba Ni, the Oman Jubin Dreba Yizan.
Lesser.
Omala Jubas.
Lesser. Okay, Sepul Latu. So welcome everyone to the Chenrezig Tibetan Buddhist Center. Once again, the first Wednesday of every month, Rinpoche is teaching right now Chandrakirti's Madhyamika Avatara, or in English, Chandrakirti's Introduction to the Middle Way, or more often, Entrance to the Middle Way. And I just asked Rinpoche the question about that. He said it's like going in. I asked him if it's like opening a door of a house and going in. And he said yes. This word jupa is more of like entering or going into. So that clarifies that from an English standpoint, that it should be an entrance to the middle way or entering the middle way. And what is here? What is one entering? So what is this text about? If the text is called an entrance to the middle way, what is one entering? What is this middle way? So this is referring to the text by Nagarjuna called the Mulya Madhyamika Karika, the root wisdom text. So when we see this word, middle way, it's referring to, in this particular case, that text which this is commenting on. What are the contents of, why is Chandrakirti commenting on this? He's commenting on this because there is a clear understanding of emptiness and how it relates to the two truths. So it's more than clear, though. It's a clear, grand, because it is a clear, grand, or vast explanation of emptiness and how it relates to the two truths. So it's for that reason that Chandrakirti has commented on it. So the middle way is here referring to the Mulya Madhyamika Karika. Entering it is referring to here it's sometimes called introduce, because what are you entering? You're entering into the introduction of this information. So you're being, you're entering into the accurate explanation of emptiness and the two truths. And the two truths refer to the ultimate truth and conventional truth. So Nagarjuna is able to show emptiness's relation to those two. Digsung Rinpoche. Detsuko. Then Rinpoche read the first stanza of the first chapter. Homage to Manjushri Kumara, tender, glorious, ever youthful. Translator's note, that's just an addition. Rinpoche read this. The Shravakas and those halfway to Buddhahood are born from the mighty sage, and the Buddhas take their birth from Bodhisattva heroes. Compassion, non-duality, and the wish for a Buddhahood for others' sake are causes of the children of the conqueror. Decent, Rinpoche.
Radu shawan nebati shirin jebu.
That's good. The Chiran, the Cap Drupa lesson. Got it. The Raptu Jupa. Okay. So now Rinpoche is going to chapter 6, and we are on number 15. Stanza 15, chapter 6 is where we will be beginning. Okay, Rinpoche. That's it.
Radu shawan nebati shirin jebu ngay jujin. Kanji tachi nebat tene jena junyi la. Juji doba. Cheba shele, cheba teisher, salu samyon la su, le me, the meshena.
Then the Shiloka Chi, the Yabudu.
Cheta ne dam,
Okay.
kasa dam, kashukin la su, kashuka la su, salu nyogu cheba, sheba, nuden me, juji kona toba, 도미 저와 마이 니드지 살루 사면되네 데 메데 제니시르 요거 사면다네 두냐 요바 마이데 요거 사면다네 두냐 요바 마이데 제니 메바 사면 니도 칼란조로 데나 요거 사면 레제 로바 요메베 yen jiwa sheshawa shunde dangwa sheshu jitar sangi dani towa dana mawa da dunya mayi meba ne meba tongwa tijin do jeba shatan jiri taki jiga njushe na kete jiki yina kete jiti yina dedu jime teyome kete jijin bane jila shubi yome shin gajin bane wejon jila shubi dojuba tesendene jeta bane sandan chongba yin jewandene shebu meba ribi ngwa me kete megi lula rangi ji 주지 봐 메라소 봐 메라소다 해지 좋아 뉴시 라소레 제니 왜나 왜라 종유 고바 지시 제데 때문에 제나 들라
That's good, Rinpoche. Then lagare, gangasin shushiloka shera mambo loso. The shiloka chichi re ma then lagare. That's good. I just have to find where Rinpoche just read like 6 or 7 stanzas, and it's going to be hard for me because it's a different kind of text. So just give me a moment to get caught up. I'm numbering all of the stanzas in the text so that when we go back, it's actually possible to even do this. So just give me one moment, folks. I'm so sorry. 17, 18. Okay, hold on. the Rinpoche, the Chirang Kaba Kasong, Drelong De Chisha.
Gaji Jin, Yuejon, Gaji Yin, Jila Shujan, Dejuba, Titan Jetaba Na Sandan, Somai, Jawadan Shipu Meba, Ribigon Me, Kete, Meki, Lula, Rangi, Jiji, Tujiba, Mila Sudan, Hanjin Jun, Lucy Lasu, Le, Jenny Vena, Yula, Jun Gabachi, Jete Temejena, de la Yabashi.
Chu, NGK Lagua, Rinpoche.
Or
The Shiloka thing,
okay.
Okay. The Tambo, the Raptu Jawa Nupa, De Shir Jepu, the Shiloka, that's go. Okay. So I'm just going to read where Rinpoche read to, and then we will see if there's any commentary and then move forward from there. What can be produced, you say, is for that reason called effect, and what has power to generate, though other, is accounted cause. Things are continuities, you say, born from what gives rise to them, and rice plants cannot come from something alien like barley seeds. Barley lotus blossoms of the Kimshuka, you do not think of them as source of rice plants, and indeed they have no power to be. They share no likeness, are not members of the same continuum. Now rice seeds being other differ also from their shoots. Seed and shoot are not coincident, occurring at a single time. So how can seed be other in the absence of a correlate? And so it's not proved that shoots derive from seeds. The view that things derive from other than themselves should thus be spurned. You say that, like the crossbar of a weighing scale, the ends of which go up and down cannot be seen as moving all at once. A thing that is produced arises as its cause subsides. Now this is true if seed and shoot are synchronous, but they are not. For if a thing is being born, it tends to birth. It is not yet. And what is ceasing still exists, for it is tending to destruction. Now, how can such a case be likened to a weighing scales? To speak about production when there's nothing that produces has no sense. If consciousness of sight arises at the same time as its stimuli, the eye, the object, and the simultaneous perception, it's other and already present. Why should it arise again? Because it does not exist yet, you say. The faults of such a theory we've already shown. Rinpoche, the Dondagare Raptu Jawa Nupa Deche Jepu.
Raptu Jawa?
Raptu Jawa Nupa Deche Jepu. Nge Ju Shing Ganshi Deje Nupa Deni Shinang Juyin La. Juchi Dodang Jepa Jele Jepa Dei Chir. The tumble. The Natsu, the
Ratu Shawa Nuba Tishir, Debu Najuba, Ratu Shawa Nuba Tishir, Julan Debuchi Nuba Yuba Tishir, and then Debu Nabat Chigres,
Lessa,
Najuji, Ganji Tichi Nuba Tene, Jena Jun. Judalan Debucheva Nuba Yina, Judan Debujina, the Judas. Juyin Las, Juji Tudan, Cheba Shele, Cheva Tisher, Salu Samuel Lasu, Legend, Cheta Mishena, Cheta Neta, Kasa Lasu, Khensur Lasu, Salu Nyagu Cheba Nuba, Nudemi. Juji Khensur Tumi Dra Mai Nidijin Salu Saben Lene Salu Saben Tene de me de Jenny Sher.
The Dondagare Ramache, the Tamoa, the mango.
Salu Saben Sendele Ko,
then
la tene ko nebe je nebe yo na ngaba je res.
less.
O this one the marba.
Okay. So what can be produced, you say, is for that reason called effect, and what has power to generate through other is accounted as cause. Things are continuities, you say, born from what gives rise to them, and plants cannot come from something alien, like rice plants can't come from something alien like barley seeds. Barley, lotus blossoms of Kimshuka, you do not think of them as the source of rice plants, and indeed they have no power to be. They share no likeness, are not members of the same continuum. Now rice seeds, being other, differ also from their shoots. So it's showing how something isn't produced by itself, produced by other, something which is both or causelessly. So here it's saying that there are very specific causes that must come together in order to create a rice plant or a barley plant. Barley seeds are something which produce barley. Rice seeds are what produce rice. A previous rice is what produces rice. A previous barley is what produces barley. There isn't non-rice that can create something that's external that gives rise to and makes this truly existent rice occur. There isn't something other, and it doesn't come in from itself because we see it's an effect. And we see that anything can't just cause anything, because barley must be caused by previous barley, rice has to be caused by previous rice. So we see that now the rice seed is different even from the shoot that it produces, the sprout that it produces, and the sprout then produces some sort of something. So you see this continuum that has to have likeness, but is reliant and interdependent and requires then these external things such as light and water and dirt and all of these other factors in order for it to produce. It doesn't just do it from itself alone, and it doesn't just do it from something else making it occur that is singular in some way, that can somehow prove its true intrinsic nature. So its intrinsic nature isn't found by looking at it from itself or from something else. And now that you've disproven both self and something else, if you combine them, it can't then make it accurate because you've disproven both of those inaccuracies already, showing interdependence and dependent origination as the proof. Nge dets lausa, the doni, the dendel dets lausa rumche. Then nyuku sopundang. The shiloka ni the dets dunda shiloka ni dets dunda. Gangisuna ngama chiran shiloka chi dunda shiloka chi dunda. Nyuku sapundang.
Yo sabadan dunya yoba maides. Junde dunya to kelanga shida maarmadu. Nabe tuja maajida to jund ngel ro deba shugu to sigara.
Lessa.
Shida maayo watan junde dunya kelanga.
Lessa.
Yo sabadan dunya yoba maide. Yeni meba saban yemba nido kalanjoros. Tena nyogo saban leche roba jumebe jele chewa jiden lecham jele chewa shayu shudo tangwa jes ngobana jele ranga senji jubi jele ranga senji jubi debe jen chewa de chewa sawa de shudo tangwa res tangwa shuyus.
So here it's showing, so there are the Shedamawa Pongdue.
Shedamawa Judan Depo Dunya Yuesa.
Judan Depo, Chipa, Dun Chik.
Dunya Yuesa.
Dutsu Chipa.
Dutsu
Chipa.
Dutsu Chipa Yuere, Majiba Yuere. Shedamawa?
Less so. So in the Great Exposition School, I started pushing, so now he's to get some commentaries, so we're so in the Great Exposition School, so now it's a little over my head, so that's where I like to swim a little bit. So the Great Exposition, this is a negation of the Great Exposition School, because there are 18 sub-schools within the Great Exposition School, and some of them feel that there's a simultaneous arisal that's taking place of seed and sprout. So this is why this is a negation of that view that we're getting into in number 17. So there are various things that are being negated when we see the Samkhya school being negated as things of rising from themselves, and then various thoughts that are similar to that even in the Buddhist philosophies, in the lower tenet systems of the Great Exposition School. There is even one or a couple, I'm not sure, you have to look, in the Great Exposition School, at least one that posits a true self of some sort. So you find varying views throughout. So this this section is not only negating these non-Buddhist schools and the higher schools of the Middle Way autonomy that believe in some intrinsic existence and conventionally, this is negating even the more simpler ideas of simultaneous arisal that we find in the Great Exposition School. Seed and shoot are not coincident, occurring at a single time. So how can seed be other in the absence of a correlate? And so it is not proved that shoots derive from seeds. They view the view that things derive from other than themselves, thus should be spurned. So are intrinsically existent, because when we see this derived, we shouldn't mistake it for part of its causes. It's meaning a literal, its main derivative that makes it intrinsically exist. So it's different than what is produced. So the seed and the shoot are two different things. It's saying that this shoot itself isn't a singular derivative because of other, because of seed. So we can't find that. And they aren't coincident. It isn't an instant that's occurring together. It's in a gradual, first there's a seed, then the seed gets watered, and then there's these necessary conditions then for a sprout to take place. Just seed alone doesn't suddenly miraculously produce sprout. So they don't occur at the same time. There isn't a coincident happening. And so it is not proved that shoots derive from seeds. The view that things derive from other than themselves should thus be spurned. You say that like the crossbar of a weighing scales, the ends of which go up and down cannot be seen as moving all at once. A thing that is produced arises as its cause subsides. Now this is true if seed and shoot are synchronous, but they are not. So they're occurring in an order, 1-2 instead of 1-1. Let's go. The ne gyalde jeshin.
Tagon yanda zumba tonga yi ngonye zeba joro. Yanda tonga kante tenye de tonga zumba kundu denba sung. Wata teke denba nyi tenwa, denba nyi kundu denba tonga denba.
Lesa.
Ngongo yanda shebe, chebe, ne tonga denba tenwa, tongi tonga denba tenwa re. Zumba tonga shebe kundu denba. Zumba tonga yi jiten ngu nine zeba joros. Nganye ngu nine zeba joros. Yu truse samanga tindo deba nini yores. Deba nini, nganye ngu nine zeba joros. Yu truna chochi tindo deba nini yobe chab. Wate sa gore.
Chukabiyare, konge me pechig.
Ngonga yada zumba tonga. Ngonga yada tada deba, zumba tonga yi kunzu deba. Nganye zeba joros. Yu truse samanga tindo deba nini yores.
They kanga losen. They kanga losen.
Ladu losa imba.
Lotsar. Okay. The jepa. The
Cheba sheba cheja.
tuche.
Cheba juina.
Jepa Yobam.
Mede. Meda nika. Tande Geshe Lharampa. Wena Chegu Melawa, then Geshe Sha,
Nini.
Geshe Sha,
Nini.
Nini Teje Shatan, Teje Shatan, Trelang, Teje Sha. Kankiranta, Lane, Jiden Sama, Lebena, then the Rebama Nije, Tawo Geshe Sha. Jelen Juan, Yang Jiden, the Lushide, Tena, Jele Yumi, then Reba Geshe Goose, Jele Chewa, Reba Goma, Jele Chewa, Mosum Tongares, Latuga, Male Pachewa, Saban and Yaguchewa, was the Mosum Tongare, Tang da Duga Yomares.
The Jikden make Kanga that Sanoda. The okay, so that's go NGK law. Okay, so when Rinpoche just wanted to, okay, I'm sorry, I can know what to do. Okay, so you say like the crossbar of weighing scales, the ends go up and down but cannot be seen as moving all at once. The thing that is produced arises as its cause subsides. Now this is said if seed and shoot are synchronous, but they are not. For if a thing is being born, it tends to birth. It is not yet. And what is ceasing still exists, for it's tending to destruction. Now how can such a case be likened to a weighing scales? To speak about production when there's nothing that produces has no sense. If consciousness of sight arises at the same time as its stimuli, the eye, the object, and the simultaneous perception, it's other and already present. Why should it arise again? Because it does not yet exist, you say. The faults of such a theory we've already shown. So if it's already arisen, if there's a simultaneous arisal but you just don't see it, why does it arise again? Why are there two arisals? If we're not seeing it, if the order of what we're seeing is somehow just not understanding it right, then why are there two arisals seemingly? If consciousness of sight arises at the same time as its stimuli, the eye, the object, and the simultaneous perception, it's other and already present. Why should it arise again? Because it does not yet exist, you say. The faults of such a theory we've already shown. So, and if producers are the cause of products other than themselves, is what they generate existent, non-existent, both, or neither? If existent, why is a producer needed? And if non-existent, what does the producer do? And if both, again, what use is it? If neither, yet again, what purpose does it serve? Ordinary humanity, you say, takes common sense as truth. To what avail? Therefore, is this philosophy? That things arise from other than themselves is evident to all, and therefore it is true. What need have we of reasonings? So when we look at any object or any truth, there are two truths. There are two aspects of any object that we can apprehend. There is the object's conventional truth, and then there is the object's ultimate truth. The object's conventional truth is that these causes come together and produce something that's able to do this or that. Produce something, that it is defined somehow or another that qualifies it from its definition, and the rest of the world concurring that it's called that. That's its conventional existence. So just using a car as example, everyone agrees that this thing with tires that rolls down the road and is driven is called a car. So we call it a car. Suitably it would be called a car, and conventionally it's a car. But ultimately it doesn't intrinsically exist as car, because there isn't a car that we can find that is separate from that dependent origination and the naming and so forth. So that's its ultimate truth, is that it is not intrinsically existent. Its conventional truth is that it's suitable to drive down the road and perform the function of a car, so it's a car. So it is a car, it exists as a car, just does not intrinsically exist. And so that is the Madhyamaka view, and that idea of lack of intrinsic existence, both conventionally and ultimately, is specific to the consequence school. The autonomy school even still grasps at minute details of true establishment within conventional existence. So this is this is all negating or supporting. So Ditsko, we arrived at 23, I think. Okay, yeah. Dene de ngugun yangda zumba tomba yi.
Ngugun yangda shi tono denba. Zumba tonga shi kunzu denba.
Lesso.
Ngugun yangda zumba tonga yi.
Lesso.
Ngonin zemba joros.
Lesso.
Kunzu denba tala jiten shungola tuite yangda to kunzu ni yores.
Lesso.
Tonga zumba naba ni tuite ombu se don ombu chende nos.
Lesso.
Jiten rangayi zumba tu nuba tamu nuba ni yodon. Jiten shungola tuite yangda to kunzu ni yores.
Lesso. Ditsko. Okay, so all objects may be seen in truth or in delusion. They possess a twin identity. The Buddha said the ultimate is what is seen correctly. The wrongly is all concealing truth. So here, the truth or delusion, truth is referring to ultimate truth, and delusion is referring to conventional truth. Because sometimes if you look at the word accurately, the etymology of one of the word for conventional truth in the Sanskrit, it's really concealed truth, or the concealed truth. So it's concealing what is actually true. So it's the car is conventional existence is its concealed truth, and its ultimate existence is its lack of intrinsic nature, because it appears. Reason they say concealed is because that all the consciousnesses that apprehend things, except the mental consciousness, apprehend them wrong. Apprehend them as intrinsically existent, because they apprehend them as singular, as this one thing that it sees. So that's why it's called sometimes concealer truth, because it's concealing its ultimate nature. It's kind of hiding it from what's accurate. So all objects may be seen in truth or delusion. And this is talking about the twin identity refers to conventional and ultimate truth. Let's see. Dene tong wa zumba nampa.
Machine jero ju mati
Yeah,
jen.
Rinpoche, the tong wa zumba. The gangin sinang the dunda. Let's go. Where are we? 45. Tong wa. Let's go.
Denba ni den woro.
The tong wa zumba.
Toba zumba naba ni kunzu denba la. Jiten shungola tuite yangda to kunzu ni
Yeah,
yores.
the tong wa zumba napa ni du de. Dene the shuloka lor anang.
Tonga zumba naba ni tuite.
Yeah.
Kunzu denba jiten shungola tuite yangda to kunzu ni yores.
Lesso.
Kanda zha wores na. Ombu se don ombu chende nos.
Lesso.
Jiten rangayi zumba tu nuba tama nuba ni yozang.
Lesso.
Jiten shungola tuite yangda to kunzu ni yores.
Lesso.
Ombu se don ombu chende no. Chende naji, onje naji, sheba ne.
Yabudu.
Ombu le juru, shedu loba du. Nyaba mebe ombu tu naji, zunga kashi jiten che tu te, jiten nile den yin, hama ne, jiten nile loba naba jahas. Susu chu ranga yungo Joma tu nu ke da ma du menu ke ni yo da.
Less so.
Ji den shon la tu de anda da ko du ni yo des.
Less so. Then jikta ni le danyin lama yi jikta ni le lopa nampa sha. Then inji ke lo. Then it chishena chua dan lenja. Charan sanlo
What
gari.
do
Okay, so we're gonna Shag 25. Deluded vision has, it said, a double face according to the organs' good or impaired functioning. Perceptions that derive from faulty faculties compared with what the healthy senses know are held to be mistaken. And everything the six undamaged senses grasp within the ordinary experience of the world is held as true according to the world. The rest according to the world is false. So here, it's talking about, again, conventional and ultimate truth. So it's saying that conventionally, when there is a difference between something existing and not existing. For instance, if someone has jaundice and sees a mountain as yellow, that's incorrect conventionally. Conventionally, it's not yellow. Conventionally, it was a white. If it's a snow mountain, for instance, it's usually the example. It's a white, but the jaundice is mistaking their senses are impaired or faulty, so they're seeing it as the wrong color that because of this disease they have. So that's considered incorrect conventional reality. So that isn't conventional truth, because that is inaccurate, that's faulty. The white snow mountain itself is conventional truth. But then the emptiness of the white snow mountain is its ultimate truth. So it's saying that the world thinks that the only mistake that can be made here is is seeing it inaccurately because of faulty organs. But the organs are always misapprehending things because they're only seeing their concealed truth. They're only seeing it conventionally. They aren't able to see it as its ultimate existence, which is empty. They're not able to see its emptiness. So even the world, it says, that's why it keeps saying the rest, according to the world, is false, because the world is only seeing that one facet of conventional truth and not understanding the twofold nature of every phenomena, so that it's conventional and it's ultimate truth. So we're going to stop here. Rinpoche is going to do some questions, and I think he read, did I read number 25? I did, correct? Okay. I'm just looking at the the text real quick, because Rinpoche commented, as I've said, on a few things, and I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So the conventional truth is a concealing truth. It can be called that as well. Okay, decent. Anyone have any questions? Coleman. It can be related to simpler things, or this. Yeah. Yeah, get on the mic. The mic sounds right. No, nice right now.
Question. I was wondering if nuns can do tantra as well?
The ani, the nga nyamlen che tugdwe.
Ah.
Nga, tantra, ani. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, everything?
Yeah, he said it's the same.
He
He said that the nuns have great knowledge, like really, sapo is like the word for like hot, but when it's used in this context, it's like fierce knowledge, like, and then it's almost like conviction, like in there, like fierce with conviction and knowledge.
So it doesn't matter. You could be male or female and reach enlightenment.
Yes.
Equal. Okay.
The Pudam Pumo Nicha, the Shanchu, the Drotugdu.
Ah.
Pu. Dampumo, Nicha, Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yes. Both men and women.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? I know it was kind of short. Rinpoche's a little shorter today. No? Okay. Trua yo marange sampa make ngatsu kanga kali kaso.
Yeah.
Rinpoche chiran kali kaso tering.
Come on.
Kamaso. Dene chiran le lapcha yurube ngatsu. Le ngatsu chutsu lapcha yurube.
Chutu da kanze lhajasana da chutu wate dembajin la so nega chabashirares.
Leso.
Rujonchi hakechebores.
Leso.
Salmo badang wores.
Leso. I asked Rinpoche if he had any advice for us as a center, and he said that it's important to understand that this topic of the two truths is of utmost importance. It is of the root of things, and that we should study it we should study it. And I don't want to say a lot, but that's how he said it. You should study it a lot. You should put a lot of emphasis on the two. This is it. It's very important. It's the root of things, and you should place a lot of emphasis on the study of it. So, so if the lesser vehicle practitioner, the Hinayana practitioner, wishes to achieve his or her state of nirvana, they won't be able to do so without relying on the two truths. And if a Mahayana practitioner wishes to achieve the state of complete Buddhahood, he or she won't be able to do so without relying on the two truths.
Does the study come under diligence of the six perfections?
Say that again?
Does the study come under diligence of the six perfections?
The Shinzhu, the Zunzhu, Yuna, then Shinzhu Lobjung Shena, the Demba Ni Nangla Yirube. Shut up.
Shiro no Deva Dudrua. And Hamanga non Kudu Demba. Kudu should do the what didn't do the others.
So you would see that in the six perfections, the first five perfections would be referring to the dharmas, or teaching presenting the dharmas of conventional, and then the sixth perfection presents the ultimate dharmas. So the conventional dharmas are in the first five, and the sixth is the ultimate dharma.
Which is wisdom then?
I'm sorry?
Which would be wisdom?
The six, he didn't list it or say them, but yes, the six perfections. The first is generosity, second is ethics, third is patience, fourth is concentration. Third is patience, fourth is effort, fifth is concentration, and sixth is wisdom. So the first five are the conventional, and the sixth, which is wisdom, is ultimate. Generosity, ethics, patience, effort, concentration, wisdom. Okay? Okay, so concluding mandala offering and dedication prayer. So Nima comes back today? Tering Nima the legare. Rinpoche. The tering Nima pegare.
Hello.
The Yabodue.
Okay.
Huh. The fundamental ground is scented with incense and strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha land and offer it. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure realm. I dedicate whatever virtues I have collected for the benefit of the teachings and of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of Venerable Losandrapa to shine forever. I send forth this jeweled mandala to you, precious Guru. I dedicate all this virtue to emulate the knowledge of the hero Manjushri and likewise Samantabhadra as well, with whatever dedication is praised as supreme by all the conquerors who traverse the three times. I also dedicate all my roots of virtue for the sake of auspicious deeds. In that pure land surrounded by snowy mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. All-powerful Avalokiteshvara Tenzin Gyatso, stay until samsara's end. Pray for the long life of the precious Khensur Wandak, upholder of scriptural and realizational doctrines, spiritual friend who trained extensively in the 5 great philosophical texts with exceptional wisdom and perseverance. Tuji Rinpoche, Kuzi Shapi Denanam.